close to 6:30 in the evening. I have to wait till evening to ride. It's been so hot. It's still hot right now, but better than it was during the day, hot part of the day. Trying to ride my little Tilly here. Trying to still get used to it. It's getting better. Getting used to riding on gravel again, and getting used to have to use lower gears on that Gold Wing. Gosh, you can almost just put around in 5th gear on that thing. I can't quite figure out how to mount my GoPro cameras up here that face me, and I also have a 360 camera that I've had for several months, and I just haven't messed with it and tried to figure out, I haven't even tried to figure out how to set it up on my Gold Wing. But I got everything out yesterday and was messing with this, but I can't find a place to put anything, and I thought I had every kind of mount you can get, but nothing wants to fit into here. Nothing will fit on this little skinny thing, and then there's not room for this little wider part. I don't know. I know there's something because people do it, so I'm gonna have to Google it or get on YouTube and find out what everybody's doing. I found out today that my Cardo, you can update it and you can record your voice and the other people in your group, so you can put it on your videos, and that's awesome because I bought all the wiring to put that in my helmet so I could record the other riders on my GoPro, but I didn't get really deep into it, but I couldn't really see how I was going to do it with this helmet that lifts up in the front. I didn't know how the wires were going to work with that. Because I like these helmets where you can raise the front up on them and get you a drink or talk to people or get some air. So I was really, I don't know, I was just dreading, thinking that I might not be able to flip my helmet up anymore if I had all those wires running. So that's nice that they've come up with that, and I've already downloaded it and tried it out and stuff at home and recorded my voice just talking. I mean, it's going to be a little bit of a pain because you put it on your phone, record it on your phone. So my phone's going to have to be up here somewhere where I can hit the record button, and then you're going to have to transfer that to when you're editing your GoPro footage. Ooh, this bike is squirrely if you get in any kind of loose dirt or gravel. I need to check into some different tires. I don't know, maybe it's because they're so skinny, the tires. I'm just not used to that. That Gold Wing doesn't ever get swirly. I've taken it down gravel roads and nothing sand or anything like that, but this thing is just swirly, really easy. I almost wrecked it the other day. I was on a gravel road and the sun was blinding me, and there was a big berm of gravel in the middle, and I somehow got over in that, and I thought I was going down, but I don't know how. I rescued it and didn't go down. I think I might have had some higher power help because it felt like the bike was just picked up and moved over out of it. It was very interesting. But I'm riding the river roads today, or this evening. It's pretty nice out here now. The sun's starting to go down. I don't know what the temperature is. I should have checked on my phone. It's pretty nice. This is where I call lightning bug lane. This is just all lightning bugs. I mean, just everywhere. I've never seen anything like it down through here, and sometimes I come out here at night and get some video of them or take pictures of them. It's really neat. And this is famous pecan tree up here. I used to come here and get a picture of the Milky Way with these two pecan trees. I usually really be into photography, but I've kind of let that go by the wayside since I started doing video. But those trees make some really interesting pictures at night with all the stars, and the clouds are pretty today. I'm not sure which way I want to go here. Last Sunday I went this way and turned right up here and went down by the river and up through little town. That was a nice little ride. This bike is really dusty and dirty now. It was bound to happen sooner or later. My Tusk pannier racks and my bags came in today. Now it's going to be the interesting getting those all put on, and they're heavy. Like, oh my gosh, this bike's going to weigh as much as the BMW by the time I get everything put on it like I want. I also bought a little Harbor Freight little box for a tail bag that I can lock it, like if I want to throw my GoPros in it or something that I don't want anybody to be able to get to very easy, because I got soft bags and so you can't lock them, so people can get in those if you're parked somewhere. Woo, that was a little squirrely. It's going to be a bike that I can't leave, go away from very much when I've got it loaded down with my stuff, because I've been lucky, no one's ever bothered anything. But the Goldwing, it pretty much, you can lock most things up. But I do, when I'm traveling, I have a big bag, soft bag on the back seat that I can't lock, and no one's ever messed with it. But I don't go off and leave it either. I just like when I'm in restaurants or the gas station or something, and no one's ever bothered it. But I do like I usually take my phone and my cameras off, because they're really easy to remove. I usually take them off and put them in the Goldwing somewhere and lock them up when I'm going in to sit down and eat, if I can't keep an eye on the bike. So that'll be nice to have that little top box where I can lock my cameras and stuff up in. Used to ride horses down this road. Sometimes makes me a little nervous when I'm out here by myself. Because the river roads aren't what they used to be. A lot of drugs and all that stuff going on now. I always like to turn my camera on when I see a car parked like that. Sometimes they're blocking the whole road. They just stop in the middle of the road, and that's a little bit nerve-wracking. You're not sure if you can get by or not. I don't know what good it would do to leave the camera on, but you never know. If something went wrong, maybe there would be some proof. This is a nice ride. I wish you could see the river. The Ohio River's right to my right, but you can't see it with all the trees. Oh, there it is a little bit. They got a boat ramp here. Used to bring our boat here and put the boat in. Hadn't been down here in a while. It's like they're having a get-together. Here's where you put the boat in. I like the flag. Spent a lot of hours on that river right there. Lots of fun. Looks a little rough right now with the wind blowing. A boat for sale. Alright, I don't know if I want to turn left here or go on for a little ways. That turns into gravel, which would be okay, but this is an oily road. I understand why Itchy Boots doesn't like to get on the, she calls it tarmac, but I call it blacktop or highways or interstates or whatever. This bike is just not fun on those. This is what this bike is fun for right here. Just taking your time. It's going to be interesting when I travel on it though to see how long it takes me to get somewhere. Because I plan on going back roads if I can. This has opened up a whole new world for me. Getting to ride on these old roads and seeing new places. New sailboat. Might as well stand up a little bit. I may have to put some risers on this bike, I don't know. Now we're in a secluded area, getting away from the camps, away from the river a little bit. Alright, I'm headed back the way I came. I went up and made a loop and got out on the blacktop road and then come back around, back on the river road. Heading into the sun, so I don't know how much of this I'll be able to record because that sun will really be hard on the camera. But oh, this is so peaceful and so fun. Getting used to the little engine that could. My grandson used to love that movie, the last one. I think it was the last one they made with, and I didn't know what the little engine. I didn't know what her name was, and I looked it up, and it said her name was Tilly. So that's what I'm naming this bike, is Tilly, the little engine that could. We watched that movie over and over and over. Every time he came, we would just watch it and watch it. And I enjoyed it as much as he did. I just loved the storyline and the teaching of it. I still have that movie, and I told him the other day I was going to get it out and we were going to have to watch it again. I would imagine in about 3 years, when he's got his driver's license, I'll probably give him this bike. I'll probably be ready for something else by then. And he can go riding with me on these back roads. So I have a Tilly and a Tweety bird, my yellow gold wing. I'm really glad that I started out on this smaller bike to get back into trails and dirt roads and all that, because it's been a long time, and I don't know, that starting out on a big bike might have not been a very good idea. So I think this all worked out for the good. Kind of lets me get back into it with something that I can handle a little bit better. I really don't like small bikes, because to me they just don't ride as good as the big bikes. They're squirrely. A couple of my friends that were learning how to ride at an older age, and I was helping them, and I would get on their little 650 or 750s or whatever street bikes they had, and it was just like, oh my gosh, I don't see how anybody rides these things after being used to the Goldwing. Yep, there's the pretty Ohio. It's still a little bit wet. Glad I got it to myself. Hope it stays that way. Wow, this might be slick. Oh, there's some pretty scenery. Except for those smokestacks where I used to work. I'm glad I don't have to go there anymore. But, boy, that's pretty, but I'm sure that sun is really messing up the camera. Woo, some bumps up here. Stand up. Alright, I better turn the camera off for a little while, because I know the sun's probably messing with it. And it's kind of getting a little bit rough here. I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. Sure don't want to crash and get hurt out here in the middle of nowhere with nobody to help you. That's the thing that worries me about myself and Itchy Boots. I mean, seems like she's out in the middle of nowhere with nobody to help her. I know she has a satellite, which I have one too, but I didn't bring it with me, which my phone should work. I wish the sun would set and we'd get a pretty sunset. Oh, there goes a pretty bird. Because I don't know, nobody might come down this road for a long time. Guess we can go up this way a little bit. The bike's getting a little warm. I don't know. I don't think I'll go any farther. Sounds like someone's shooting a gun across the river. Or fireworks or something. Alright, just see if we can get Tilly turned around. That's one thing about Tilly, it's a lot easier to turn around than Tweety Bird. I was hoping to get a real pretty sunset, but I don't know if I want to hang around that long. Guess I could stop here for a little bit. Find the kickstand. That's on a little hump, so that's nice. Yeah, I was just here Sunday, and this is Wednesday. My cameras wouldn't work on my helmet, or, well, that was the only one I had with me, I guess. So I stopped here and took some video with my phone. Yeah, I guess that's a gun. Somebody's probably target practicing. The clouds are pretty today. Well, the sun's behind the clouds, so that kind of looks pretty. It might turn out to be a pretty nice sunset. Since there are some clouds, that usually makes it interesting. So peaceful and quiet. You can almost hear the corn growing. And the soybeans. Pure Indiana right here. The little engine's going to take me to a lot of interesting places. Well, I don't think I'm going to wait for the sun to go down. I think I'm going to head back toward home. Got animals to feed. I think it's going to be a pretty one though. It's beautiful out here and quiet. But I think it's time to head home. Just standing out here with all my friends. Ha ha. Tilly's my friend. Okay, let me see if I can get on it this other way. It looks so high. When I get my top box on there, this is going to be hard to do. See, then I can pull it over to me. And then I can get my kickstand up. See, I'm either on one toe this side or one toe this side. All right. All right, it's been fun. Time to go home. Very enjoyable evening. Love that sunset. I'm probably leaving before it gets really good. Oh well, hopefully I have lots of more sunsets that I can enjoy. And this is Little Pigeon Creek. I've kayaked from my house all the way down to here before. That was pretty fun. I need to do that again. Back at home sweet home.